All right, packet people, so something pretty exciting just happened in the TCP world. Did TCP just change? Well, we did just get a new RFC from the IETF. So hey, welcome to the world, TCP RFC 9293. But is this like TCP version 2? Do we have to forget everything we've ever learned about TCP going forward? Well, the answer is no. Thankfully, this RFC is not a major new revision of TCP. But instead what it does is it simplifies and obsoletes a bunch of older RFCs. But which ones were obsoleted? Well, let's actually take a look at this new RFC. So looking through here, you see, okay, RFC 9293, it was released August 2022, so fresh off the press. If we come down here into the abstract, we can see a few details about this new RFC. Okay, so it says this document obsoletes RFC 793, which is the original TCP specification that was released to the world in 1981. How old were you in 1981? Were you even here yet? Comment below. We also see that RFCs 879, all these other ones are obsoleted, and these other ones are updated. So what exactly changed here? So I thought I'd make a little quick list for you here. So here we have RFC 793. So this is older. This is 1981. So this is back at a time in the internet world where networks were much different than they were today. That's the original TCP spec. Now, they never conceived that we would have 100 gig connections across an ocean with a bunch of latency, and really the fields within TCP weren't designed for today's networks. So not much longer after this RFC dropped, we started to see additional RFCs come out that would clarify and improve on the function of TCP for modern networks. So in order to understand how TCP worked for modern stacks, you would have to read that original specification and then understand down the road what things had changed or been improved upon to understand a modern stack. So it took you a handful of RFCs in order to be able to understand how TCP works. Now, these aren't the only ones. There's a bunch of other RFCs that are not on this list, but these are the ones specifically called out by RFC 9293 as now being obsolete. Now, for those other ones that were updated, here we can see this is RFC 1011 and 1122, and these are more general RFCs about internet protocols and also requirements for internet hosts. All right then, so what really changed with TCP? Let's take a look back again at RFC 9293. To put a fine pin on it, not a whole lot when we consider the modern stack. Really what this is doing is it's just defining and simplifying those older RFCs and then getting rid of those old things that aren't in use anymore. And really, if you just take a scroll down this RFC, we can see down a little bit further our table of contents. So here, the header format largely unchanged, some of the terms, sequence numbers, how connections are established. We still have a three-way handshake, reset generation, segmentation. These are all concepts that have been around for a long time. Sure, some of the details, in fact, even myself just reading through this RFC has been interesting. It's reminded me about some of the details of TCP that maybe I just haven't seen in a while or haven't seen yet in the wild. So this is absolutely an RFC that I think that all packet heads should check out. That gives you a modern approach through an RFC perspective to TCP and how it's implemented today in today's stacks. So did TCP change? Is this TCP 2.0? Well, not at all. Now we just have this one-stop shop. We have RFC 9293. Thank you, IETF, for putting it all in one place and modernizing it, getting rid of some of those older standards. Thanks for dropping by the channel. I'm going to keep talking about this RFC as we move forward and we discuss different facets of TCP. So stick around for more TCP and packet level stuff here on the channel.